Yep, we're
Here
dropping
we go.
right now.
Dropping.
Somewhere between the shores of France and England, this critical battlefield is the stage for a clash of enemy fleets. This idyllic setting will soon be shattered by the thunder of guns and flash of explosions, as only one fleet can be victorious. This is Sea of Fortune. Sea of Fortune is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the extreme left, B is in the center, and C is on the far right. The A cap is surrounded by islands, but offers virtually no cover within the cap itself. The aforementioned islands provide plenty of places for friendly radar cruisers to conceal themselves, making aggressive destroyer plays into the cap early in the game very risky and frequently suicidal. A narrow passage past the picturesque castle links Cap A and Cap B in the center. There are only 4 ways in and out of the B cap, 1 in each cardinal direction, and no cover inside. The islands near the cap are commonly used as shelter by defending cruisers, who find themselves in turn the primary targets of enemy battleships. Cap C is possibly the easiest cap for destroyers to contest, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. Wide open to the north and south with a connecting passage to Cap B to the west, ships caught in the cap by enemy radar have nowhere to hide and must vacate the cap or be destroyed. Control of Sea of Fortune can swing very quickly because of how close the capture points are to one another, and the narrow gap between A and B makes defending one cap from the other almost trivial. Teams that allow the action to shift from a north-south axis to an east-west one may find they have an uphill battle to climb. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Sea of Fortune. All right, here we are in Sea of Fortune. Team lineup has not changed significantly. For BN, they have traded one of the Zows. August M. Zhao is now a Hindenburg, still running double Stalingrad, gearing double Worcester, Yemi Montana, and sticking with Midway.
How about the fact that ZR, well, RIP, whatever, running 2 Hindenburg. The Burb has changed out of Destroyer and is now in a Hindenburg.
Well, I think that's a reaction to what we've seen Buenos Noches doing, because one of the most effective ways to counter a Stalingrad is to just drop HE pens on it all day long. With that 50mm deck armor, that means you've got to take either IFHE Henri Quatre or just a plain old Hindenburg. You don't have to invest the points into IFHE. So I think that's what they're doing. I think they're going to wait to deploy the Hindenburgs to see a little bit where these B and Stalingrads go, and then probably try and tag team one of them with a pair of Hindenburgs. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting move as we see Zombie doing the same thing he did last game, basically going up to the island in the middle.
Well, you put that Minotaur's AA bubble in the middle of the map, and it gives the enemy carriers something they have to concern themselves about. Look at that line of fighters that Achievements has right out, straight across the middle of the map. 1 or 2, right, just spaced perfectly to get good eyes on everything and react wherever he needs them. Very obvious.
Yep.
Very obvious he's got a lot of experience doing carrier in this format. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And as you see SAT score now being detected, probably looks like he's using defensive fire. He needs to clear out these fighters as soon as possible.
They'll be off the board momentarily between his AA and the fighter plane holding them there. Piers gearing works into the bottom end of C, probably spotted. Yep, spotted there on with his AA going.
Yep.
Dumping some torps, immediately bailing out of the cap. Absolute not willing to risk his ship for that, and I do not blame him. That is the right call.
Yeah, absolutely. Zombie starting to chew up some torpedo bombers. Once again, Mickey using the
Kaiser Kraken pulls the brakes and dodges a nice salvo there from the Montana.
Yeah, we've seen him do some amazing work staying alive in previous tournaments, right?
Now let's talk.
What was it?
Go ahead.
Wasn't it War Games 3? We saw him doing things and we're just like, all right, he's dead. And like 5 minutes later, he's still...
I don't know. Maybe you did. I wasn't able to cast War Games 3 because of the reschedule. I had a commitment that weekend, so...
Oh, right.
Ishtar Stalingrad just takes half his HP from Storo's Yamato here very early. Ouch. Well, I was going to comment that BN has gone for a 5-3 split here. They've got a tremendous amount of firepower over on the 3 line. Yamato, Stalingrad, Hindenburg, Worcester... excuse me, I said 5-3. I'm wrong. There's 4 ships there, and then the gearing Worcester, Stalingrad, and Montana are on the other side of the map. My bad. But I'm sure that Ishtar's Stalingrad has got to be priority target number 1 now after that big hit.
I'm just looking at where that
Go ahead.
I was just looking at where that shot came in, and that was beautiful execution, just right over the eye.
Indeed. Which Hindenburg is north of A, Zath?
That would be the burb.
All right, well, his HE is already doing work. Ishtar on fire, continuing to retreat. But staying unspotted with the Stalingrad is not an easy feat at all.
Yep. Rip is now pointing out the Kaiser Kraken's Worcester, so I'm expecting to see some shots raining in on him, but he is quickly ducking into cover.
Yep. Now, we didn't mention it, but Piers Gearing did manage to get back in and bag C. VII picking up the first cap of the game, but again, already down hit points because of the hit that Ishtar's Stalingrad took. They're trying to reposition Ishtar and get him under some hard cover here.
Amy Mendoza just took some whacks from Dastard here. He's at about 2/3.
So did the Worcester, way over on the 3 line, also down to half health already. Storos, the battleship guns of Rip doing really, really solid work here in the early stage of this match. 5 minutes gone, as VII has a very narrow lead, but both teams on the cap and moving up points.
It's interesting just watching BN, their health just
evaporate. Yeah, well, I mean, like for example here, Jaime Mendoza moving up the 9 line here in his Stalingrad. He knows there's a Hindenburg in front of him in gearing smoke. So if I'm him, my goal was to put my ship somewhere where that Hindenburg can't really do anything to me until the smoke is evaporated. I want to be able to fire back at that guy, to fight back, but he's giving up a lot of health, continuing to move his ship forward, and there's not much need or to be gained for him right now.
Yep. Almost as if he wasn't quite sure where to put his ship. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to block this, but he's taking a lot of hit points just to do that.
Piers Gearing has cut back across and is now just south of B. I'm wondering if he's going to be brave enough to try and get into the B cap, knowing there's a Minotaur up there. He is indeed turning into the bottom end of B cap. The Minotaur spotted. These cruisers, these BN cruisers over on the 3 line are just getting hammered.
And once again, we're seeing so much action unfolding. It's almost like we can't cover all of it. It's crazy. Torpedoes coming through the smoke at Sneaky. They fizzle.
Pier onto the bottom end of B. That's going to halt the Rip. I almost did it again. The Rip point gains, but goodness gracious, the amount of health that these cruisers way over on the south of A have given up is just extreme. Most of them already well below half health or lower. Oh, Zombie takes a big hit there. More Stalingrad shells coming in. He does succeed in driving Pier off the cap.
And he prints himself a new ship, too.
He pushes the button, but just showing himself for a few seconds there, he took a massive hit. I didn't see it happen, but I saw the result.
Yep. And he's not done yet.
No, he's not. More shells coming in, seeking him out. There he goes! Tactuaries Montana catches him in a crossfire. That's going to free Pier up to move back into the B as Rip loses their ability to hold that B cap, that central piece in the middle of the board.
I'm sure BN is feeling just a little bit better now. They tried to do that all last game.
Yep, they tried to get Zombie off the board all last game. They finally managed to do it here on Sea of Fortune. That's a big loss for Rip.
It is. There's Furious pinging now at 3 parts of the map. 1 where the gearing is, 2 where the Montana is on the 9 line, and 3 over where the Yamato is. They're realizing that these battleships have good cross shots, that they're about to lose B cap. It's time for them to do something.
Yeah, they can't do anything about B, and if they're not careful, they may lose control of A as well. They really need to get SAT scores gearing down into C as quickly as they can, in my opinion anyway. Now, Jaime Mendoza, I'm sure he didn't hear me, but he's definitely put his Stalingrad into a much better position. Not really able to get shots over that island on him right now, and both he and Kaiser Kraken's radar are able to cover C, so I just talked about as trying to get SAT in there, but he's going to struggle to do it just because there's all this radar nearby.
Yep.
They're shoving the Worcester into A. Zath, am I seeing this correctly? Yes, there he is.
Yes, you are. And Blaze doesn't have a shot on him. Mechanic's doing a nice job of basically trying to threaten this here, but Ishtar is going to say, hold on. You don't get to go there.
Blaze is going to go out here very, very shortly. There's too many ships shooting at him on this edge of the map for it to be any other way. He's burning and healing simultaneously, but BN's board position is very good, but they've given up a tremendous amount of health to achieve it. They own all the caps. Right now, Rip not gaining any points at all as we approach the halfway mark of the match.
Absolutely. It's going to be, once again, we see, BN getting the initial start, and we see Rip just basically saying, all right, guys, it's time to go in and take this now. And I'll tell you what, playing competitive against these guys, I've done this before, both in clan battles and Supremacy League. That's their play style, and it lulls you into this false sense of, well, we got this.
Absolutely. Zath, where is SAT Score? We have not seen him in forever. Where is he?
SAT Score is working with Dastard right now. He just looks like he got the smoke off on Sneaky, and now he's getting himself in a position to... I think what he's trying to do is block Pyrrha from going up north through B and around.
Well, Pyrrha's not even interested in that. He's gone back down to the G line, moving due west. I think they're trying to get eyes on this Wooster that they know is in A. They're fishing for him, trying to get a reset. They know he's in there, but they don't know where. They haven't spotted him in a while, so one of the Hindenburgs, I think it's the Hindenburg, or the Wooster, is just lobbing shells in there, trying to get a reset. He's spotted now. They're calling for fire on him, but I don't think it's going to be in time. Shells inbound. Nope. Rip is going to bag this cap. That's points they desperately need as they're over 300 points down now with 9 minutes to play.
Yep, Blaze is spotted, so he's going to start taking some more damage, although he just popped his heal.
Yep, Blaze just basically continuing to run south, trying to preserve as much of his health as he can. They know what a high-value target he is. If they can get him off the board, that would be big points they need.
Yep, also Ishtar. We see a lot of clicking going on around Ishtar now. I think ZR is looking to get him gone as soon as possible.
Well,
here comes shots from...
He's got his guns turned over. He's trying to get shots on this Wooster. I think they realize now if they can get the Wooster off the board, they're in a great position to try and push Pyrrha in there and do something about it. Storo's going to take a torp, isn't he? Just the one.
Yes.
He does manage to dodge the gearing torps.
Storo doing a nice job putting pressure on. Oh, Yamato's going to go down by Carrier. Here comes Carefree Tongue with the...
It does look like the Bombers are finally going to get Blaze off the board. This is the power of Hakuryu's fighters. Yep, nothing that the Midway can do without dedicating an entire squadron just to the defense of the Yamato. And they haven't done it.
Yeah.
So he goes down. BN's board position still not atrocious. They're still up, got a healthy lead with 8 minutes to play here. They are down on health.
SAT Score now backing into B-Cap, although he's got to be careful. Yep, there he is.
He is spotted. They know he's there. They're calling for fire on him. I think Pyrrha's radared or something. Oh, he's in a gunfight with the Wooster. That's ballsy, kids. As he smokes up now at the bottom end of B-Cap, continuing to lob shells onto the Wooster.
Our victory is in sight.
That's how badly they want mechanics gone.
They're focusing Ishtar heavily. I just watched 3 or 4 different sets of shells come in from different directions. Pierre has switched his fire now to SAT Score. They've driven him off the cap for the moment. BN desperately trying to stay in the tournament. Looking really strong. Ooh, Storo down under 8K now. More shells continuing to fall.
Yes, they've been focusing Storo hard.
That could be very bad.
Storo got himself stuck in the channel here.
2,300. 1,600.
No battleship should go.
Booster is just raining pain on him all day long. He's going to be out. There's nothing he can do about it now. The shells are already in the air. There he goes. BN moves with 150 points of victory here. 6.5 minutes to play on Warrior's Path.
Here detected by radar now.
Yep, Pierre is radared into smoke. He's trading fire with SAT Score, trying to at least damage him or drive him back off the cap on his way out the door. He does succeed.
Actually, this might be Hydro.
I'm not sure. It could be Hydro. The Wooster's right there. Wooster's on top of Pyrrha. They need to kill mechanics if they're gonna preserve their gearing. The shells are already coming in. They get him.
Wow.
Pierre's gonna survive,
Nice.
it looks like.
Our team has taken the lead.
They trade Woosters here. Pierre lives, but it's close.
I just realized I forgot to change my audio mod. I was trying out the Mermaid's Wrath mod to see what it was like.
That's right. Look at the little bit of drama over on the 2 line, Zath. This Wooster is just mercilessly burning Island Sheep Stalingrad to the ground.
That's sweet justice, I
It is
suppose.
indeed. It is indeed. Burbs Hindenburg forced to retreat off of the A cap. Pyrrha not able to defend B at the moment, although it looks like he's maybe trying. What is he doing? Rip all in now. They've got ships in both B and C. They have to halt B&'s points gains before this gap gets any larger. 5 minutes to play on Warrior's Path. Dastard now driving right into the C cap, trying to make a play. They're going to get the Stalingrad on the 2 line. Look at him.
Yep, and Jamie's going to go down too.
Is he?
Oh, he's at 5K
Ooh, he's
right
at
now.
5K and running. There's the kill.
Our victory is in sight.
Jamie probably the next ship to go out here. It's going to be close. He's continuing to fire. I think he's just decided it's worth resetting the Montana to keep them from bagging C. Be in now less than 70, only 70 points from victory, but not gaining points any other way right now. Jamie continuing to dodge shells. Yeah, look at that. 1,200 though. He can't dodge at all. Sneaky Hindenburg crawling up his stern, determined to get him off the board. Oh, he dodges those though. Woo! Here come the torps in on Dastard.
Oh my goodness.
He dodges the first salvo. I think he's going to take one, just one out of the second, 2 out of the second. They do finally bag Jamie. A lot of focus fire on Dastard here in C. Is he flooding? No, he put it all out, but he's under 12K.
Yep. A hit was put on here for Augustin. We'll see if ZR is able, Rip is able to get the shots in on him.
Let's see. 4 minutes to play here on Warrior's Path. The game very much still in doubt for both sides, despite being having a solid lead. This can still come apart on them if they're not careful.
Absolutely. Oggs is in a really, really perilous position right now.
He is. He's pinned between a Hindenburg and a Montana. 2 Hindenburgs and a Montana.
Pyrrha just got discovered. Guessing by planes? Yeah.
They're trying to get Dastard. Kaiser Kraken's Wooster just lobbing shells, trying to get him off the board. August looks like he's going to go. No, the fighters go down. It's up to one of these Hindenburgs to land the shells on August if they want this kill. 900 HP. Burb and A now getting tag teamed by Wooster and Hindenburg.
Dastard's going down.
Burb finally does August, but you say Dastard's going down. We don't have eyes on him right now. Is he burning?
No, he's at 744.
No, we have no eyes on him.
One more shot.
They can't see him.
Wow.
Burb is going to go down here, though. They're definitely going to get him.
What a fight.
Goodness gracious. Gearing duel now taking place in B. Pyrrha trying to rotate back to A. Spotted. SAT score drawing fire. What is Dastard's health? Is he still on 700?
No, he got a heal off. He's back at 16,000.
Pyrrha's going to... Wow, he's not dead yet. Here come the bombers, though. I think he's decided he's just going to go out with a bomb and get SAT score as low as he can. There he goes. Holy cow. BN went from a huge lead to basically owning no caps, but it being tied on ships.
And now, yep, and Rip is about to take the lead point-wise with only 2 minutes to go. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Tots Wooster will be on A as Kaiser Kraken's Wooster is going to charge SAT score in the cap, I assume. I don't think he's got any other plays here. The game will be tied momentarily with 90 seconds to play. Oh, Dastard takes a solid hit, but that's just the forward guns. Here's the stern guns. Not enough.
Got AVI.
Rip with a 10-point lead and growing on the strength of their cap control here. 90 seconds to play on Warrior's Path. They're using the Wooster in A to shell SAT score in B and kill him. Right over the island. Right over the island. Kaiser must have him on Hydro.
There goes Dastard.
There goes Dastard. Tactuary's going to drive right into C. Sneaky's probably going to try for a torpedo charge. It's about the only play I think he's got right now.
Yes.
Kaiser cracking.
Meanwhile, yes, exactly.
Kaiser going for SAT score here. Rip clinging to a game here. They're not out yet, but man, is it going to be close. There goes SAT score. Sneaky coming in for the torpedo charge. Here comes the AP through the bow. Decent hit, but it's not going to be enough. Hindenburg's armor shrugs off enough of it. He's going to get close.
What is this turn?
What an amazing game, Zaf. Both teams just throwing everything they have at each other here.
Yeah. Sneaky showing a bitter side there, but
I think Sneaky's going to get this kill. He is going to get this kill. Yes. Here come the torps. But oh man, he's going to get robbed to do it though. Here come the Woosters, just going to try and burn him out now.
Yes.
There he goes. And there's the GG. Right as the timer ends.
Whoa.
What a game. Holy cow.
I'm like shaking. This is crazy.
What an adrenaline rush. All right, well, let me go do a raffle draw.